Please stand for the pledge.
Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Carlsbad.
Today is Friday, October 29th.
And we have our annual Spooky Halloween show.
On the show, Brent Roach and Lonnie Yamanaka show you the most haunted spots around Carlsbad.
And 2 of the 4 Carlsbad school board candidates are live in the studio.
Also, those daily announcements we know you've been waiting for. I like turtles.
Jonathan, you make a great zombie.
And this is chstv. Welcome back. If you didn't understand the opening, be sure to look up the video I Like Turtles on YouTube for a quick laugh. Now let's get on with the show. Don't forget that there's an Oktoberfest assembly today in Lancer Plaza during lunch. We'll have more info on that later. Math Club meets today at lunch in room 1000.
Hey you, yeah you seniors, you juniors, Jostens will be on campus. Be sure to stop by the library and the attendance window at lunch to pick up your packets. Now we're going to send it over to Brent Roach and Lonnie Yamanaka to show you the coolest spots, actually the scariest spots in Carlsbad.
Lonnie and I are here to give you a tour around the haunted places around Carlsbad. We know it's been done before, but we're here to give it our own little twist. So Lonnie, where are we right now?
Well, right now we're here at Ocean House, which was built in 1987. Before that it was called Neiman's, and before that it was called the Twin Inns.
And have there been reported ghost sightings here or anything?
Yeah, apparently there's been sightings of a girl upstairs in one of the windows. I don't know which one, but hopefully we don't see her.
Yeah, I think I might cry if we saw her.
It's okay.
Just a little bit. Anyway, there's a secret trapdoor within one of the towers, and I think that's where the ghost lady appears. So let's hope that we're not near that tower.
Yeah, and apparently some bushes around here. They've been seeing some shadows darting around. Awkward whispering.
Right now our camera woman's getting a little freaked out. She's seeing shadows. I'm a little freaked out. Let's move on to the next place.
Let's go. Alright, so we're here at what used to be called Poached Pear, and now it's called Providence Bread.
There have been stories about apparitions, things moving on their own, cold spots, people getting chills when no one else was around.
Something.
Really? Don't freak me out, Lonnie. Don't freak me out.
It's all good.
Okay, good. Anything else at this place?
Lots of things getting rearranged all around the place. Scary stuff.
We're here at Hunter's Steakhouse, which was once an Indian burial ground.
And supposedly when they were taking all the graves away to start this project, they just threw the bones in sacks and didn't respect the bones at all.
And supposedly people have felt the spirits touch them and caress their hair, and they've seen apparitions.
Also, they tried to cover up, supposedly, them moving all the graves so that they could just keep the project moving.
I'm getting a little creeped out. Can we go to our next place?
No,
because I don't.
It's gonna happen. We're gonna
like
go
this.
into this.
The last place we're taking you to is in Elfin Forest, Quest Haven. Many of you have heard of it, and so have we. We did a little research before we headed out and found out some really creepy stuff.
So we heard that gypsies used to live there, and they were driven off and slaughtered, and that's why they haunt the forest. In Quest Haven, there's supposedly an abandoned insane asylum and a cult house.
There are stories about people who film in Quest Haven and come back to find out that their footage is just black static. We were hoping this one wasn't true.
We've heard there's a witch who rides around on a black horse in the forest. The first time you go in, she marks you, and the second time, she kills you. On our way to Quest Haven, we were pretty pumped, but on the way in and seeing all this, we weren't getting out of the car.
Thanks, guys. On to something very important. This last and final week, yearbooks will be on sale for $85. They will be on sale during lunch, after school, and until 2:45. Students must have their CHS ID, and next time yearbooks will be on sale is in April for $95. Come to Green Club in room 803 to see how community service can help save the earth and all those turtles.
Now we're going to send it over to Samantha Casper with some activities coming up. Samantha?
Hey Carlsbad, I'm Samantha Casper, and I have some announcements about some events going on today. The last home game is tonight against Poway at 7 o'clock. And don't miss the Oktoberfest assembly in the Lancer Plaza at lunch. There will be pumpkin bowling, reverse musical chairs, a werewolf howling contest, and mystery buckets. The Lancer dancers will also be there teaching the Thriller dance, so bring your lunch and don't miss out. Let's send it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Samantha. Now we're going to send it over to Shawnee Bryan with 2 of the 4 school board candidates. Shawnee?
Hey Carlsbad, I'm Shawnee Bryan, and I'm here with Lisa Rodman and Ray Pearson, and they're candidates for the school board. Now we invited Ann Tanner and Vanessa Williams, but they couldn't come, unfortunately, because they had previous commitments. Now if you guys could introduce yourselves.
I'm Lisa Rodman, and I am an incumbent. I have been on the school board for 8 years, and I'm looking for 4 more.
Okay.
I'm Ray Pearson. I'm running for Carlsbad School Board, and I'm a new candidate.
Okay. And what are your main goals if you are elected?
Main goals is to help the students achieve their greatest potential. Mm-hmm. And in doing that, I hope that you get to be a broadcaster, if you'd like, when you grow up and get out of here.
Okay.
I think the main goal for me is to make sure every student not only achieves their full potential but has a track to run on. May it be going to college to fulfill that dream of theirs, may it be going to a vocational school, may it be going into the military, whatever avenue to fulfill their dreams and potential. I want to be part of that process and help at the school board.
Okay, and a correction, it's Veronica Williams. And I know a lot of people are talking about budget cuts, and parents and students are concerned that electives and athletics will be the first to be cut. How will you deal with budget cuts?
Gosh, I don't want to do any cuts. There is some reality in it, and I think we got to look at some other options to engage the full community. It's not a school problem. It's not a student problem. It's a community problem. Our schools are great. Our community benefits from great schools, so we need to engage the city council. We need private sector, which means large companies, small companies, looking at ways to solve this problem before we start cutting.
Okay.
I think that we have a plan in place that will help keep your class sizes at least the same. It would have the adults dealing with the biggest brunt, so you can be safe with your extracurriculars and your sports. So that's a plus for you. However, we do have great teachers here. Okay. And having great teachers means that they will step up and lead you when you need it the most, which is during these difficult times. And we appreciate them, and I'm sure you do too.
And how will adults be affected?
The adults will probably end up, in one way or another, having less pay per year. That's the optimal way to solve it, and everybody spreads it out. And that means that their personal budgets might be affected, and that's a hardship. Some people might decide to get a second job. That could be a hardship. However, I believe in our community, and I know that we have excellent teachers and great administrators that will lead the way.
Okay, thank you. And the new high school, the groundbreaking ceremony was actually a week or two ago. How will the new high school affect our school?
Well, I'm not on the board yet, so I can't really say specifically that. What I'm hoping is that a lot has changed since 2006 when Proposition P passed. So we need to go back out, ask the community, and I mean all segments, including students, what they think this new high school should be. What should be the curriculum in this new school? So I can't really say specifically yet how it's going to affect Carlsbad High School, other than to say that it should be incremental, should be beneficial, and it should be worthwhile to the whole community.
Okay.
The school will get smaller. So you'll have shorter lunch lines. You'll actually be able to eat on campus. You will benefit by being able to get maybe an extracurricular now that there's less people fighting for it than you were before the new high school is being built.
Okay, thank you. And I know most of you can't vote, but you can go home and you can influence your parents' decisions. And it affects all of us. So thank you to both of you, and let's send it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Shawnee, and I want to apologize for doing so poorly. It's because I cannot see past the desk. Everything beyond that is black.
I like turtles.
Bye.
Bye.